Hi everybody, today we will start with the basic. We will start by casting on the machine with the with the black needle. We go one in the front, one in the back for the first row. Then you open your yarn feeder and you close it. Very important if you don't want to break your needle. Then you crank. Sometimes the first row is not easy to crank. Go slowly on your crank and you'll be okay. So I start with waste yarn. What is waste yarn? Waste yarn is the yarn that we will remove after. This yarn will help you to get your project together and to get your work a little bit easier. So I do a couple of rows. I think I did 5 or 7 for this one, but at least try to do more than 5. Now I will I will add my new yarn that will be my project yarn. So I will put the next needle from the waste yarn. So I put the 2 tail in the middle, open the yarn feeder, close the yarn feeder and crank. Those 2 tail, if you want to do like a little knot, not a permanent one, it's okay, but me, I choose not to. And I will crank. I don't have to do in the front and the back for the yarn that I will use for my project. So today I will show you how to cast on and off and how to close, different way to close your tube and to get rid of that waste yarn at the end. So I cut the yarn. Make sure you have enough. I put that in the middle and I will do the cast off with the waste yarn. Same thing, I put the next needle, put the tail in the middle with the project yarn, and I will crank. I think I have enough for 5 rows with my little ball of yarn. This is how to use a waste yarn. Because I know a lot of new people, when they arrive, we all said, use waste yarn, but we don't tell them what to do with it. And it's not easy when you're new, and it's confusing. And this time I will do a video just for you. So now I will continue to crank, and the project will remove by itself because there's no yarn anymore. So that's the way to remove it with waste yarn. Option 1, stretch your project all the time when you remove it. You got your 2 tail. You're gonna go and put it flat together, and you're gonna start in the opposite side of your yarn tail. I take a crochet number 4. I grab the first one and I will show you how to close it with the crochet. I do my first stitch. I put it slowly to give you a chance to see everything. And the first knot is there, the first stitch is there. Boom. And I will go and grab one side and the other side. See, I use a different color yarn, so it's easier to see your project yarn. So I grab it and get it. We'll do that, and the long tail I will put that in the middle of the work so it won't bother. So it's gonna be a double layer project. So, and I will go get the other stitch the other side. That's the first option to close the tube. We will see 5 different options. So stay with me. The video is not that long. I think it's 25 minutes. So you'll be okay. So you grab a stitch, and one in the side, one in the other side, And that's it. Slow part is done. There. That's option 1. Be careful when you have to arrive to the end to get all the little stitches, because if you don't and miss one, it will drop at the end when you remove the waste yarn. I get it. Sorry. And I will cut the yarn. And finish like this. There. So you have your first option done. It's stretchy. There. We will go the other side now to prepare for option number 2. And this is my favorite. You see a lot of this one in all my video. We will joining stitch together, so you don't need any extra yarn for this part, and you start like opposite side of your yarn tail. So you grab the one in the middle and you go get the one in your right there, and you go get the one in your left. I put the video slowly so you could see. Grab, put it in, and you make a new stitch. So you will have to do that till you get to the end. At first it's not that easy to do, but when you get comfortable with it, I'm sure you will like this option. It's my favorite for now. So go get the other stitch. I keep it slow so that you can see. Keep going. If you miss a stitch, you will have a drop stitch at the end. And I will show you how to fix it when it happens. No need to panic. Almost done. I always start the opposite side of my yarn tail because I use it at the end to close my work. There, make sure you don't miss any. Grab every stitch you see. I got another one there. And another one. A little last one. Sometimes the last one give trouble to get picked, but it is there. And I will close it now. So you're done with option 2 of the closing. There. And it's still a little bit stretchy. Option 1, option 2. At the end I will show you how to remove the waste yarn. So we are now at option number 3. Option number 3 is when you don't have a clue how to use a crochet. It is it's not the perfect way to do it, but it will help you to at least try some pattern with your machine till you get the skill you need to use a crochet. Okay, so I will use only a yarn needle for this one. I will pick up all the stitches, but it's only temporary option, because I know when you get used to the machine you will want to learn some new skill. So I just attach it like that. It will allow you to do like a turban, head warmer, headband, head warmer, and some other stuff. I repeat, it's a temporary option. It's not the perfect one, but at least it will get you to enjoy a little bit more your machine. So that option number 3. Always make sure you grab the right stitch, the one on the top of your chain. Option number 3 is done. I will do a little knot here after I stretch it to make sure everything is in the right place. So that's option number 3 for people who don't know how to use the crochet or not very comfortable to use their new skill, but that's an option. I will do a knot to close everything. There. Option number 3. Option number 4. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Put your yarn tail in the opposite side. Put the two flat, and you will start with the stitch that is in the middle there. That's option number 4. This option is gonna be less stretchy. Sometime on the tube you need something that to be less stretchy. This is the way. Okay, so you grab one side and the other side in the same time. There, with no yarn needed to close it. Just use the actual stitches like on the project. I go slowly, grab the two, and it make a new stitch. So it won't be stretchy, but sometimes some project need to be like this. There. Grab the other one. You're in the middle of it, almost done. You could see the stitches are getting very tight at the finishing part, but this is the way. Stretch, grab all your stitches, there. Make sure you got all your stitches because you don't want any drop stitch, and that's it. It's done. See, it's not that much stretchy like the 3 other way I did at the beginning. Okay, time to remove our yarn that we use for waist yarn. Each tube we have a side of waist yarn that is easier than the other one to remove. It's because of the machine. There's a starting knitting and the finished knitting. It's not the same for the machine. So that's it. I removed the first part. I will hide the tail in the middle of the 2 layer. This is the easiest way to start. When you start, a lot of us want to learn how to do flat panel like right away, but there's a lot of option for 2-layer. So I removed the waste yarn. I remove the first row like this, and it will remove it after. Sometimes just need a little bit of help. For the video, I will cut the yarn, but usually I find out the way to remove it without the cutting, because I always save my waste yarn for another project. I have a last stitch there, a drop stitch. But don't worry, I will show you an easy way to fix it. When you do a headband and it's happened, it won't show because it's gonna be hid in the seam. I grab my crochet, I go get the stitches, bring it closer to the seam, and with the yarn needle, I just go there and do a little knot like this. Nobody will see it because it's gonna be hid in the closing of your headband. So easy, easy, easy. And you will have to hide the tail in the middle of the 2-layer. That's not that hard to do. There's always a solution, and easy one too. There, 1 and 2. See, you could fold it and nobody will see it. So option 1 and option 2 is done. Sorry. Now option 3. We'll remove the waste yarn. Just pull on it. Sometimes it's a little bit harder, but I grab in the middle of my yarn with the yarn needle. That's why it's stuck there. It's okay, it's happened. And you could see what happened to me too. So it's very stretchy, but I forgot 1 stitches over there. So we'll grab it with my crochet. To stop it to go lower, like this. I did it like a stitch, and I will keep it with my thumbs and finger, and with the yarn needle and some yarn, I will go get in the middle of it, and I will go close it. And because it's only closed with the yarn needle, it's a lot of stretch. With this, we'll stop the stretches. I will do a knot. Make sure you go in the middle of the stitches. Fix it to make sure that it's not too stretchy. There. So it's done. And you could still do some headband with that method. So we go to number 4 to remove the waste yarn, and it's the same. See? Now I will do option number 5. Stretchy, not 5 right now. I fixed the drop stitch. Number 3 with the yarn needle. Number 4, the tightest one. And go to number 5. We have now reached number 5 option. So I still have my project on the machine, and I will remove it without the waste yarn. I will remove it with my yarn needle. To show you how it is to do it. So you will start just after the tail of your yarn. the finished one, you go to the next one. That's option number 5. So I will get all the stitches with my yarn needle. There. So I remove it and I will close it like when we do a hat. So you just pull on the tail. Make sure you put all the stitches like in the right position. You don't want anything to be outside, just everything inside, and you pull on it. Grab your yarn needle and you're gonna go and tight and grab a couple of stitches around it. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. Sorry for my voice today. I'm still sick. I try to help you guys. So I will go back to bed after. So you have to stretch it. And you got like a little hat. And to close the tube, you could do and close it the same way. Make sure you put everything inside. And thanks for watching the video. So I pull on it. Pull, pull, pull. It's a double layer hat sample. So you close the other side too. Stretch it. Close it. And you will take it like with a real hat for adult or kids, and it's that way. You put in one side inside the other one and you pull the tail the other side to attach it together, and you got a little hat. Thanks for watching. See you next time. And then you only have to stretch it and to hide your tail of yarn. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to subscribe. It would help you to get more information and help me to grow my channel. Bye bye.